Welcome back to our Friday edition here on Channel 6 News. Once a month we get an update on the ins and outs of home care from the good folks over at Attentive Home Care. We have two guests joining us on the program today. Marilyn Davis, who's the staff psychologist, and Lori Davis, who's the case supervisor. Ladies, welcome to you. Good to have you on the program today. This is that time of the year when we get together with family and friends, and for a lot of us we see, maybe mom and dad, not that often maybe. They live in some other state or some other area. We get together and we see them and we think, things may not be quite what they should be in this family situation. Give us some tips on all that. As we visit family and friends, obviously we want to have a good time, enjoy the holidays.
Right.
What should we be looking out for?
Well, as a psychologist, I'm going to approach it from a psychological point of view. I think sometimes to make sure our expectations are reasonable, I think in my practice I see people come in, not so much during the holidays, but after the holidays because of the disappointments and the letdowns around Christmas. Everyone looks forward to Christmas and has all these expectations. And I think it's good to just look at the holidays as a wonderful time of giving and focus more on what you can do and to give and not have expectations that things are going to turn out a certain way.
Right. I know a lot of people do have, maybe memories of past Christmases and as in their family or growing up or with their loved one or whatever. All of that has changed over the years, and they have a new situation. They may be living in a different community.
Right.
Their health may not be as good as it was.
Right.
So there's a lot of factors that can have an impact on that. The song is "It's the most wonderful time of the year," and it is for many people. But for some people, as you say, it can be a time to maybe reflect. But the idea of maybe giving instead of trying to receive is probably a good positive spin on all that. Lori, as a supervisor there, as you see people in their home, obviously home care is an important part. Keeping people, as the goal for here is to keep people in their home really as long as we can.
Right.
And that's one of the things you folks provide. What should we look for from that standpoint? We've had the psychological impact on it. As a home care specialist, if we're visiting somebody, might be a family member, might just be a family friend who's maybe gone through some changes, they're losing a spouse, losing a child, illness, financial reversals. What should we look for to indicate that they might need some help?
Okay, well, change, of course, even good change is difficult. And a lot of times in this time of life, loss is like you said, it could be death, health loss, whatever. Those types of things are also prevalent with seniors. And the best thing, I think, like Marilyn said, is to try to focus on the positives during Christmas. Maybe look outside of yourself and think, what can I do? Make a phone call to a friend if that's all you can do, or a visit to a neighbor, maybe what you could do for someone else, and you always feel better after that.
We always think of gifts as a physical, tangible item, and for most of us, we don't really want or need more stuff.
True.
But the gift of time is wonderful, whether it's that family member who's maybe can't get out around as much, maybe doesn't drive any longer, and would appreciate getting taken out.
Oh, that's perfect.
For a meal or do some shopping. Maybe they have shopping for the holidays.
Right.
They're not as ambulatory as they were. Maybe say, look, let's load your wheelchair in my car. We'll go to the mall and I'll take you around and help you get your shopping taken care of. And I guess just the Sheriff's Department safety tip, if you are doing your shopping still, go with a friend. That's just a good safety tip, I think, is to take somebody with you from a variety of reasons and be real careful out there when you're shopping. Then there comes that time when, we all realize that maybe dad or mom or grandma, grandpa aren't doing as well and might need some help in the home. And that's where you folks really step in and help out, providing a variety of types of services, but more specifically, that extra set of hands, the extra set of eyes to help out.
Exactly, we do that, and also because we're an employee model company, we protect the people that we serve with case supervision, which is what I do, and monitoring and training our caregivers. Caregivers are professionals, and they should behave professionally. They shouldn't be asking for money. They shouldn't be expecting compensation from their employer or their client
Right.
when they are hired through a company. And
that's
this
a
protects
Yeah,
seniors.
especially at this time of the year, because
Exactly.
people do want to do something nice for somebody, and that may be on their own voluntary, but obviously you don't want your people
Soliciting.
suggesting that might be appropriate for the
Right.
holiday season. And then, we think so much of caregivers dealing with the physical aspects, medication, meals, some of those kinds of things, but the psychological very important
Right.
as well, even as people age and their situations
Yeah.
change, the mental part of that as well is kind of where you come
Right.
in.
This is a family company, and
Right.
and my mother right now is in the hospital, and she's at home with me when she's not in the hospital, and we have a caregiver, and I really do depend on. I mean, it's important for her to not feel alone, and so I think it's important around Christmas time that you spend some time. What she likes to do is really talk about herself, and not having someone to talk to sort of makes their life worse, and they
Yeah.
get disoriented. So it's really important to have someone there, to communicate.
Right. And obviously part of your job, Lori, is to put the right caregiver with the right person. Some people want someone to talk to them a lot.
Right.
Someone want them to be left alone, only if
That's
they need
right.
help. So that match is important as well. It's almost like a dating service. You have
Right.
to kind of figure out the ins and outs of likes and dislikes there. Well, if you folks need some help in the home, or you maybe discover somebody that you know in this area is in need of some help, these folks are here to help you out. You can give them a call at Attentive Home Care, and their phone number locally is 645-5389, and they can get somebody out there very quickly to assist someone that you care about or maybe have a concern about. Again, for more information, 645-5389. Thank you. Final comment?
I do. It made me think, since this is the happy time of year, I just wanted to pass along something. Caregivers often work very hard, and they're very devoted to their clients. And sometimes we forget to just thank them. And you can go miles with a caregiver when you just are kind and appreciate what they do for you, because they love to try to help their clients to feel happy and safe.
That's why they're in that job, is because they do care about people and want to help them out, so it's important as well. Thank you both for joining us on the program today. Continue good success there with Attentive Home Care. And again, if you folks have some questions in this area, give them a call. Again, that number locally, 645-5389. We have more guests coming up. Stay with us as our program continues right here on Channel 6.